Howdy y'all, this is OBB, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you guys with another special Diecast review, and this one definitely is quite special. I mean, I know I'm a little late to the party, but a little better than ever, and I'm kind of glad I own this card because I got a dang good feeling that this card is going to dry up because, you know, there was a certain other card in 2014 by a very popular meme known as DOGECOIN that's, yeah, I just got a feeling that, you know, this card's going to get rare, just like that one. You guys know what I'm talking about. Today is on Stefan Parsons 2021 Dogecoin spring rates. I mean, wow, look at that. Chevrolet Camaro for BJ McLeod Motorsports. Yeah, a very obscure diecast that I still can't believe actually made MOQ. So gotta thank everybody, who pre-ordered, because clearly, I mean, I know there's certain people out there like myself that don't pre-order, but this is the main reason why we did this, guys. But I think a good feeling that this car actually got made is because of that freaking Dogecoin right there. Look at that Doge right there. Wow, indeed. I mean, my lord, second time we got ourselves a Doge car, and I'm glad I have it in my collection because, you know, there's a lot of people like myself who missed out on the 2014 variant, which we'll be talking soon. But yeah, BJ McLeod Motorsports, man, how about that? I mean, they already do have a Cup Series team as well. But yeah, fun fact, you know, he also has had an Xfinity team as well. But yeah, really cool looking diecast we got right here. But you can see right there, the yellow does look random, but that's supposed to represent the color of the logo for BJ McLeod Motorsports. But anyways, without further ado, let's go and kick with the diecast review in the official unboxing of Stefan Parsons 2021 Dogecoin car. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of its box, and man, I still can't believe we got this thing produced, man. I mean, I think it was just from the Dogecoin sponsorship, but my god, this thing is just, it's gotta be up there. It's just like, I don't know, just one of the most random, obscure diecasts that was released in 2021. And yeah, I mean, my lord, man, this thing is just so cool. I mean, say what you want about the Xfinity cars, man. I know the Xfinity mold is a little bulky for the Camaros, but this is just really cool, man. And I will say, you know, for a simple paint scheme, this one really works. We'll probably get to that in a second, but I think a lot of people, really just I think a lot of people were just excited that this car was going to get released. I mean, as soon as I saw this thing was on the pre-order list, I was like, okay, I might have to pre-order this. I mean, I know I said in the intro I don't pre-order diecast, but I definitely I had my mind on pre-ordering this thing because, you know, this ain't the first time we've had a Dogecoin car release. I mean, all the way back in 2014, we had, you know, the infamous Josh Wise Dogecoin card that, you know, was driven by Phil Parsons Racing, which, you know, ironically, that's, you know, Stefan Parsons' father, all right? And if you guys also know, Stefan Parsons is also the great nephew, well, not great nephew, but nephew of, you know, many Parsons, which, you know, I think it was like a few weeks ago, which is the anniversary of his death. So pretty unfortunate, but let me tell you what, man, this is really cool. So you know, definitely the Parsons is definitely a very well recognized name in NASCAR, and glad we got ourselves, you know, a Stefan Parsons diecast. That's really cool, especially to go along with the Josh Wise car that, you know, his father Phil Parsons Racing, you know, owned that team in 2014, but I still can't believe that Josh Wise made it into the freaking All-Star race, guys, with Phil Parsons Racing in the freaking Dogecoin car supplied by Reddit. I mean, that you want to talk about the most randomest thing that happened in 2014. I mean, yeah, we saw with the playoffs and what that happened right there, but like that was just the start of just what was just a crazy season. But I'm glad they brought this back, man. I really did, because, you know, as you guys know, I mean, cryptocurrency is quite booming now. I mean, I'm not on the whole NFT bull crap that's been going on. Apparently, there's a lot of apparently NASCAR has been joining in the gang now with NFTs. So, all I can say is, in my opinions on NFTs, you know, if I want a collectible, I want the real shit, all right? If I want digital crap, you know, I'll just, you know, use that shit in a video game. But if I want a collectible and brag about it, it's got to be, you know, in my hands physically. That's my 2 cents about that, all right? NFTs, man. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But, you know, apparently it's now entering into the NASCAR market. But, you know, this is probably one of the reasons why. I mean, this is like one of the original, you know, one of the original cryptocurrencies that we got right there. But look at that. I mean, wow, right there with the Doge. I mean, look at that right there. I can easily tell that this is going to be the thumbnail. I mean, just look at that. Not to make this video any more creepy, but, you know, let's get a nice little pan in on that freaking Doge. I mean, look at that. Just wow. I mean, look at that. Remember, that was a huge meme back then, the freaking Doge. But I can't believe they brought that back. That's so cool. But I really do like the blue on this, man. the blue, and then you get, the freaking Xfinity half banner, which I like that a lot. But this paint scheme alone looks really cool, man. I like the bright blue, which is supposed to represent spring rates, which I believe has something to do with aftermarket suspension parts. So yeah, I mean, kind of random, but I do like the font on this too. They incorporated the Dogecoin colors very well on the font. It does look a little tiny, I will say that. I kind of wish, they kind of beefed up that, that 99 a little bit, but I do love me some 99. Spring rates, and then you got the Doge again. Here we go again. Dun, 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 dun. All right, that's a pretty horrible, sound effects right there, Brian. Whatever though, that YouTube doesn't pay me enough to freaking, to actually get high quality sound effects. Just kidding, we got SoCal, not sure what the hell that is, but Stefan Parsons name's a little slightly cockeyed. We got 99, but if you turn it upside down, now the number is 66. 66 for Timmy Hill. Just kidding. But we got spring rates, automotive suspension source. Well, there you go. Now you know what spring rates is. More spring rates. Oh, yeah, and more spring rates. We do got some air bubbles, too. I mean, look at that. And then very vroom. I will say that indeed, that's definitely, quite appropriate when you're on an NASCAR. You definitely go very vroom. Goodness gracious, I sound so cringy. And yeah, there's another Doge right there. There's the Doge. I'm having too much fun with this, man. Having too much fun with these diecast review, but I definitely must say, man, I am glad that we got ourselves yet another small team diecast that came out. We did it with Mike Harmon Racing in 2020, and we will be getting more of those coming out for 2021. And this is just another great step in the right direction, man. I mean, if we can get, Mike Harmon Racing diecast and freaking BJ McLeod Motorsports diecast, then shit, dude, we can probably get anything made in diecast form. Just, as long as there's demand for it and you guys pre-order. And this one in particular definitely takes the cake right there. But I believe he drove this car actually twice. But a little funny story about this, and I think Bushwhacker Reviews mentioned it in his review, but I'm going to go ahead and say it as well, so shout out to him. So yeah, he did drove this car at the Las Vegas Xfinity race early in this year. Didn't really run too well, though. He had a fuel line issue, and that kind of cost him his race right there. Finished 36, which I believe is like close to dead last. I mean, I don't know how many cars are in the field for, Xfinity nowadays. Somewhere around that range. And then he also drove this car again at the Nashville race. But get this, he actually switched to a Toyota Supra. So could you imagine that, guys, if they offer that? But I think when they made this announcement, I mean, that'd be pretty cool, man. Could you imagine this thing on a Toyota Supra? Look at that, working suspension too. Look at that, man. Because you know me, I mean, I know myself, Diecast of A and many more would love to see more Supras, but this is still cool, man. Really do like, the curvatures, and this paint scheme just looks nice. But yeah, like I said, all right, before I got distracted about talking about Toyotas, damn it. He drove this and didn't really run too well. He actually crashed this car again in a Toyota Supra at the Nashville race. So, yeah, Steph Parsons really hasn't had that best luck with the DOGECOIN car. Can't, he didn't really have the best luck compared to Josh Wise. But, man, this diecast, get it. I say get it. I mean, I don't know if it's going to get rare or go up in price immediately. But, Circle B Diecast even mentioned it, when this diecast got released, that, hey, the last time we had a Dogecoin car released, it skyrocketed in high value. And with how cryptocurrency is going right now, and Dogecoin, it's just going through the roof in terms of value. This is probably a diecast to get, because I got a feeling, give it another year or two, and this thing is going to be quite valuable. I mean, probably not as valuable as the OG Dogecoin card, but I think it's going to be up there. It really is, because as long as I got that Dogecoin name, you're all in for a great set of a great valuable to have in your collection. Definitely will be worth some money someday, but I'm not planning to sell my diecast anytime soon. But without a doubt, guys, definitely 100% recommend picking this car up if you can find it. Anyways, this is going to wrap up the diecast review of Stefan Parsons 2021 Dogecoin Spring Rates Chevrolet Camaro for BJ McLeod Motorsports. Comment, like, subscribe, and this has been OBB. I will see you guys next time on another diecast review. And just, man, I fucking love that Doge.